Hello, I'm Bryson,
And I'm Belinda.
and we're Between the Trades. So we just wanted to share with you today an article that we wrote for the Your Trading Edge magazine, so that's YTE, and it's about lifestyle and of course our trading journey together. Trading city life for the mountaineer. Now trading brought us together, and it's hard to imagine that we didn't know each other a couple of years ago, and the infinite possibilities and individual challenges that brought us together today. We both started from different worlds, and before we met, I was a loving single father who played the odd game of golf on the weekend, and as a sports enthusiast enjoyed many career paths until I found day trading. Belinda, an artist, published author, photographer, is also an accomplished graphic designer of 20 years.
I was saving for a deposit for a house and found that after years of saving, the dream of owning my own house in Sydney was always just out of reach. Living expenses grew higher, rent kept going up, commuting to and from work was horrendous. Something had to change. It took 2 years of research and negotiation with my employer before I moved to the Tweed Valley near the New South Wales and Queensland border. That was about 5 years ago now, and I am an advocate for working remotely. I wasn't aware of trading except for the exposure to the share market on the financial section of the news. I wondered if trading was the way forward for me, but doubt held me back. Not knowing who to ask and with the lack of knowledge, the trading industry looked scary.
Having moved from Western Sydney, it became apparent that I was wasting so much time travelling to and from work. City traffic was too much to deal with, and it was starting to impact on my mental health. Like many others, after the tragic event of 9/11, it was time to reevaluate my lifestyle and career. So the decision to move to the Gold Coast was to improve my family's quality of life and the type of lifestyle I believed we wanted to have. Sun, sand, beaches and cafes. After all, that's where we went for family holidays. It wasn't until 2017 that my world suddenly had no boundaries. Building a new career and learning a new skill at my age, 51-ish, if you have to ask, would be daunting for most. However, I was now in the inner circle of futures trading education professionalism, and even though I didn't know it then, I was preparing myself for a life of abundance in both education and knowledge. Now, with the support of futures trading professionals, it was important that I completed my futures trading education like my mentors, starting with a foundation of 40 hours online education, watching webinars, attending live workshops, and also a national day trading conference, as well as reading a wealth of educational materials. I was ready to complete a 2-day in-classroom educational program which gave me the confidence and the competence to launch my live trading journey. I understood this was just the beginning, but I now had the tools to share that journey and provide that support and guidance to others. Life is a balance of happiness, health, wealth, family, and for me, relationships. It is this area that I was lacking, and along came Belle. Our desires, goals and dreams were as if we were out of the same playbook. This is where our trading story as a couple begins, and I can provide Belle with the support and understanding that is difficult to have when learning something new by yourself.
I was able to sit beside Bryson and watch him trade, and my interest piqued at the possibility that I could do this as well. As a graphic designer, I am a visual communicator, and throughout my career I have focused on patterns in my designs, and I could see how trading can be focused on pattern strategies. With most things new, I'm not a person that jumps in boots and all. I did have my initial doubts, so I did my research. I watched free day trading webinars, read blogs and magazines. It was hard to know where to get started, but I was lucky enough to have Bryson guide me through the process. He introduced me to Futures Trading Foundation education, showed me the best trading platform for futures, as well as how to open a live trading account and connect directly to the exchange to obtain live market data. I could not have imagined working this out for myself and realized how important it was to have professional support to begin my trading journey. I was well on the way to taking on trading as a possible new career. It's exciting to think that regardless of what happens in my future, I now have the tools and skills to provide an additional income to build towards my retirement. The worry and stress of providing for my older years are slowly easing as my trading journey continues, and with Bryson by my side, I see a bright future ahead.
At the moment, under isolation, our day starts with a brisk walk down our tree-lined driveway and returning home along the ridge track, watching the wallabies and listening to birds singing as the morning wakes. We prepare our favourite breakfast, poached eggs, smashed avocado and fresh herbs from the garden on toasted sourdough, and carry our plates to the gazebo to eat breakfast, soaking up the views of rolling hills to the cliffs of Springbrook, Lamington National Park and the Border Ranges. Normally, after breakfast, I would have left for the office to help support other futures traders in their educational journey. Belinda would have already started work as she works from home. But today, we are in isolation as the country is in lockdown and the New South Wales-Queensland border is closed to non-essential travel until further notice, and I'm now working from home too. This has highlighted to me that futures trading is a business that can be done anywhere as long as you have the right start with education, a good laptop, reliable internet connection, and an affordable amount of capital to invest. Since we are in isolation, Belinda and I have been trading together side by side rather than connecting over the phone. Having a trading buddy, coach or mentor, whether they are on the other side of the world or sitting next to you, provides support and confidence that can keep you on track with your trading plan. As partners in life and in trading, we help each other's mindset, particularly if a trade does not have the desirable outcome, which does happen. Now we're working towards a day where instead of being tied down to a full-time job, we'll fill our day with activities we're most passionate about, recording and producing our Between the Trades podcasts, sharing our guests' inspirational stories, and still continue trading in the best time of the market that suits us.
We would love anyone who's listening to us to understand that the purpose of our podcast with futures traders and other guests is to share the inspirational stories and connect many like-minded people who are looking to change or supplement their current careers and lifestyles. We have personally met futures traders, some of whom are builders, sales executives, teachers, accountants, miners, and even mums and dads who are all looking out for their future. Imagine learning a new online laptop career in less than 12 months that could potentially replace your current income, future-proof your retirement, and like us, aspire to travel and trade.